Hi, welcome to ElimuHub. In this tutorial, I'm going to solve question 4a from NECTA Form 4 2018 past paper. The topic for this question is vectors. It does involve a bit of problem solving, which you will see as we solve the question. Okay, so we are doing part A only on this video. And we're told if A is equal to this, so let's just underline that, A is that, and then B is this, the whole thing, and V is given as this. Find X and Y given that vector V is all this. Okay, so there's lots of letters, numbers, I's, J's, and it's very focused, intense. So what you need to do is just do one bit at a time. Okay, so you're told vector V is actually this here. But to get this vector V, you need to add a quarter of vector A, which is this one, a third of vector B. So why don't we do a quarter of A first? So let's just do a quarter of A. Okay, so quarter of A, 1 over 4, and we're told A is 2xi plus 3j. And simplify that, so 1 quarter, this will give you a half of xi plus 3/4 of j. So that's a quarter of A done. Now let's do 1/3 of B. So 1/3 of B. So 1/3 of B, 1/3, and B is all this. So it's x squared plus y I. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm just going to give a 1/3 there and a 1/3 there. So plus 1/3, because it has a bit longer sections, more numbers on them and letters. So 4y J, and I'm doing this so I don't miss anything. So this will be 1/3 of x squared I. Okay, so don't forget the I, plus 1/3 of yi. So this and this, and now plus 1/3 times 4, so 4/3 of y and j. Right, so now let us add this quarter of A and 1/3 of B. So 1/4 of A plus 1/3 of B is going to be equal to this line here. So our half xi plus 3/4 of j plus this one here, 1/3 of x squared I plus 1/3 of yi plus 4/3 of yj. Okay, what we need to do is put all the i's together and all the j's together. Okay, hopefully I have got them right. Which ones are i's? So x over half x plus, so that's done, and then plus 1/3 of x squared plus 1/3 of y, and everything here has got I. And now I'm going to add all the j's. So I've got 3/4, just there's no letter there, and another one is 4/3 of y, and that has j. All these have j's. Okay, so you've done the hard work on this so far, and now we need to equate this to our vector V, because this is V. Okay, so this is your V, but we are told V is equal to all this. So I'm just going to write it here because it's quite a long question. So 8 of V is equal to 8 over 3i plus 25 over 12j. Right, so from this point we are going to use equivalence and say 8 over 3 is equal to all this, because that's got I and this has I, and all this is equal to 25 over 12. So let's just do that over here. I will start with y because this j, because that has only one unknown. So I can say 3/4 plus 4y over 3 is going to be equal to this part. So I'm using the coefficients of j's and equating them. So that's 25 over 12. Now if I if I convert this, so I have 3 times 3, 4 times 4, then what I will have is 9 plus 16y equals to 25. The 12 will cancel, so this means 16y is going to be equal to 16, therefore y is going to be equal to 1. Okay, now I've got y, I can use the i's. Okay, I can use all this and make that equal to 8 over 3. So let's do that. So I've got half x plus 1/3 x squared plus y is 1, so that's just going to be 1 over 3. So 1 over 3, everything, this part is going to be equal to 8 over 3. So 8 over 3. Okay, so now I'm going to turn everything here into 6. So I multiply that one by 3. So I will have 3x, and I need to multiply this one by 2. So I'll have plus 2x squared. This to become 6, I need to multiply by 2. So then I have a 2, and this needs to be a 6. So that means I need to multiply by 2. So this will give me 16. Now I'm going to have everything over 6 and on this side over 6, so that will cancel. I can now see I've got a quadratic equation, so I'm going to rearrange and have a 0 on one side, as well as rearranging the terms. So I'm going to write it the highest power of x first. So 2x squared plus 3x plus 2 take away 16, so that will give you negative 14, and that's going to be equals to 0. Okay, so I now need to find two numbers that multiply to give me the coefficient inside. So I'll do 14 times 2, which is 28, and then multiples of 28, that will give me plus 3. Well, I can do 4 times 7. So the two numbers are 4 and 7, and I need to have a plus 3. So this is going to be plus, this is going to be negative. So my numbers here will be minus 4x plus 7x. So that's the same as plus 3x. Minus 14 equals to 0. So I can now rewrite this as 2x, factorize there, have imaginary line. So 2x and x is common here, minus 4x. So that means I need a 2 here, bring the plus down, and then 7x and take away 14. Common is 7 here, so I have x minus 2 inside equals to 0. And now x minus 2 is a common bracket, and then the other bracket is made of these numbers outside. So 2x plus 7 equals to 0. And now you can take one of the bracket and make it equals to 0. So that means x is equal to 2 for that one, and the other bracket 2x plus 7, so let's make that bracket equals to 0. This means x is going to be minus 7 over 2. Okay, so the final solution then, y is equal to 1, x equals 2, and x equals negative 7 over 2. Right, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.